Bays Boys, 3097 seconds, the continued version of Stephen Hawking's Stephen Hawking. What's he hawking? Aliens. Anyways, so
he was hawking science.
So Steve, oh my God, fuck. All right. So Steve Hawking, and I'm never going to say that name right now.
It doesn't matter. Okay. The
and
point was he
Carl
said Sagan.
Okay.
We're always button heads.
Okay.
But Carl Sagan was an interesting dude, right?
Okay.
And he said, take the world.
If he got Steve's attention, I would imagine.
Dude, the two of them always butted heads, right? But Carl Sagan said, if you were to take the Earth from its inception to current day and made it a 24-hour day, all right? From start to where we are currently, make it a 24-hour day, right?
So we have to do everything in one day?
Just so we have a better understanding, right?
Okay.
Humanity didn't appear on Earth until 12:59 and 59 seconds. That's how long the Earth was around before us as human beings showed up.
What the fuck did you just say?
If the beginning of Earth to current day was a 24-hour day, human beings didn't show up on this planet until 12:59 and 59 seconds. The very last second is when we appeared on this Earth. He looked flabbergasted. Wrap your mind around that one.
It's a ratio metaphor.
Yes.
I was confused. I'm like, 97 seconds of fucking what? Bays Boys podcast shit we don't understand. This is the problem with the internet, Joe Skelly. I just want to put this out there. Any fucking asshole can put stuff out.
That includes us.
That's why I have to say I don't know a lot. That's going to be our tagline, my tagline.
I don't know.
Tyler, I don't know.
I don't know.
Tyler, call me Tyler, I don't know. What did you just say? Tyler what? I don't know. You don't know what? I don't know is my name. Tyler, I don't know.
Tyler, I don't know.
Like a pimp named Slickback.
Again, so the point is, Stephen was saying, we're sending signals out into space saying, we're here. We're here. We want to be friends.
Yeah, but nobody wants to be friends with us because we're stupid.
But the thought is, maybe we should stop sending signals out into the universe because if they can get here, they're far more advanced than us.
Yeah.
And they might come and smash us.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies ever is that LA movie where they show up and they send all those devil dogs in there to fight aliens with ARs.
That can be done.
And that's why you're my favorite, Joe Skelly. That's why you're my favorite.
That can be done.
Yes. Let's continue on. So back to alien talk, because it's not even one episode. It had to turn into like 2.
Right.
Or 3. Depends on how I feel in 97 seconds. So they're picking up the Dunskies. They don't aim for anyone smart. Maybe
they hang out at Skinwalker Ranch.
Skinwalker Ranch. That's a fucking weird name.
Yes, it is.
Like that.
Research it. Look it
That's
up.
some like Aleister Crowley shit. That's some like Buffalo Bill shit.
Right. Get on your Google maker. And
no,
look
bro, you don't Google ghosts.
And why not? Does that bring them?
Fuck yeah, it does.
All right.
Law of attraction. We can only Google dead stuff because then we don't have to worry about it showing up.
That's a whole nother episode.
Oh God.
That's a whole nother
Stay on
episode.
one right now. I'm having a bad enough week as it is. Let's just stay with aliens. So they kidnap Dunskies. Have you ever met anybody that claimed to be kidnapped by an alien?
We already covered this. No.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did I ask that in the last episode?
You asked that in the last episode.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure. I had to ask again.
Yeah. No, I have not.
If you've ever been claimed by an alien, please send us an email.
Let us know. We'd be interested in hearing your story.
Also, make a podcast, but don't do any drugs.
Joe Rogan wouldn't tell you that.
Yeah, Joe Rogan needs to come undone with that shit.
Hey, have you ever had DMX?
Have you ever had DMX shot into your ass? And you woof better. Woof. R.I.P. my DMX. Shout out and salute to the homeboy. Dog fighting DMX.
Dog fighting DMX. Oh,
I love how people get so upset. This is how you know the world makes no sense. People got people starving everywhere in our country. But boy, DMX put a pit bull in a cage. Them motherfuckers went crazy.
Well, okay. So, man, you're going to sidebar me so much.
I know.
Have you ever watched the documentary on Netflix called Don't Fuck with Cats?
I don't watch Netflix, my guy.
Okay.
It's on the list of things,
that's
remember?
the list of things you don't do. All right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could probably find it somewhere else now. It's called Don't Fuck with
Oh,
Cats.
I'm thinking about raising the flag again.
Okay.
Yeah.
What flag?
Never mind. Anyways, you know that flag where you just get all the stuff you want to watch for free. Wink, wink.
Right, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Right.
Yeah, it's called Don't Fuck with Cats. Some dude turns out to be a serial killer, made videos of him fucking with cats, and the internet hunted this dude down.
I'm sorry. Hold on. What?
Some serial killer.
real?
This is real.
Okay, hold on. So he's a serial killer.
Yes.
Kills humans.
Yes.
And then for fun, he decides to explore his serial killer ideals through cats
Yes.
and post it on the internet.
Yes.
And then PETA tracked him down.
It wasn't PETA. It was the internet in general.
It was PETA.
No, it was all, dude, I'm telling you, don't fuck around on the internet because people will fucking find you. I'm just saying, people will fucking find you.
And now
Now they will, right?
it's because the internet's full of freaks.
No, it's not. Dude, it was people who were mad that he was fucking with cats.
Yeah, exactly. We'll let everyone starve. We got starving kids in every fucking major city, metropolitan city, in every fucking state we live in. But let's worry about the guy fucking with cats.
Look.
Tell me I'm crazy.
No, listen, I'm just.
I don't support fucking with cats.
Don't fuck with cats.
I don't fuck with
dogs.
cats. I don't fuck with nothing. I'm saying people will get crazy over some weird shit. That's why they keep grabbing the KFC guys to abduct them, because nobody's going to believe them. That's what it is.
Okay.
I want to get. So here's my thing. First of all, I want to guess who's been abducted.
Okay.
But we'll have to find them organically. So for all of you fans out there who think you're just going to walk up to Tyler and Joe Skelly and be like, hey, I got abducted, put me on your podcast, it's not going to work.
That ain't going to happen.
Because if you know that I got a podcast, you ain't coming on the podcast.
that ain't happening. That ain't happening.
You know, and just so a quick review of the rules, you're not supposed to be telling nobody about this podcast. Our numbers have gone up again.
I know. People
this week.
People keep telling and talking about this podcast.
Right. This is a secret podcast. Fuck Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. I love Joe Rogan.
Listen, if you
but
want
fuck Joe Rogan.
If you want to talk about podcasts, talk about Joe Rogan.
Yeah. So that's the first thing.
Okay.
I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
Aliens.
Oh, fucking with cats and aliens? Yeah. So we need an organically found person who's like, I was abducted once, right?
Okay.
That's what we need.
Okay.
And then we're going to put that person on the show. This could take us years to accomplish, Joe Skelly.
Maybe if I found Cody again. Maybe Cody was abducted.
Which one's that one?
The bridge dweller.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe Cody the bridge dweller was abducted and that's why he lives under a bridge now.
No, he was just in the military. He's fine.
That's not fine.
Well, I'm just saying it's fine. I'm saying that's why he's a bridge dweller.
All right, so where are you going to find an organically found?
We're going to have to scout.
Where do we start?
Anywhere.
Hitch and post at Dollar General?
We should. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to.
Is there a place where these people congregate?
No. So here's what we're going to do. I'll write this down right now. We're going to go in search of what do they call people who have been abducted by aliens?
Abductees.
No,
Alien
we
abductees.
don't want to say that. With all the human trafficking shit going on right now, we don't want that.
All right.
Liam Nielsen's going to show up. Liam Neeson's going to show up and try to beat us up with his fucking fists and tell us about his unique talents and shit. I ain't got time for that.
I don't want that phone call.
Looking in search of alien survivor.
Okay.
There we go. I can't spell, so we're going to review this later. We're going to make these t-shirts. We're going to send them out to our fans. No, we can't. We can't do it. We'll sell the t-shirts, but that's how we're going to scout. We'll just start wearing that to the clubs.
To the clubs.
Standing there, drinking water.
And hopefully somebody will just approach us.
That's the best way to do it.
I mean...
Now everybody knows our plan, though.
Where do they hang out?
I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I didn't even know Tom DeLonge was obsessed with aliens, and I've listened to that guy like my whole life, so can't say anything. Like, I'm getting sideswiped here, left and right.
So maybe if you send him an email.
No, fuck no. He's got the CIA watching his ass left and right. I ain't sending him shit. Hell no.
You don't want to be on that watch list?
Hell no.
Okay.
I'm trying to fucking stay away from big government these days. Crazy ass viruses and shit they handing out for free. Have a Tic Tac. I'm good.
Thanks.
I'm gonna need Steven Seagal to rescue my fat ass. Him and Nick Cage better be coming.
Dude.
Fuck.
All right.
You
UFOs.
You ever seen one?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Here we go. 97 seconds. Joe Skelly is not drunk, but he's about to tell us about his UFO.
I seen one in Japan.
Okay. Oh, God. Fuck. Fuck. It would be there, too.
It was in Japan. It was like 2:30 in the morning.
Okay. And what were you doing that night, Joe Skelly?
Drinking coffee.
There. Oh, you lying son of a bitch.
No, I was drinking coffee, man.
You lying son of a bitch.
I was camping, drinking coffee.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh. How many tabs do you like in your coffee?
None.
Don't lie to me, son.
By the way, I was north of the suicide forest. I wasn't even in the suicide forest.
Here we go.
I was north of it.
Weird fucking... Is that the forest where people fucking kill themselves because they hear voices?
No, well, that might be it, but that's the forest where people go to commit suicide. It's a big thing.
Oh, like Japanese people.
Yeah, Japanese. Well, actually, now they get people from all over the world going there to do it.
It's
It's
legal?
tragic.
Is it legal?
Yes, it's illegal. It's illegal as shit.
Oh, it's not a legal thing. It's not like a quarantine zone where you're allowed to commit seppuku and all that other...
No,
okay.
No, this is a tragic,
I was about to say,
thing.
that's pretty dope until you said that.
No,
Never
it's
mind.
A tragic thing.
Never mind.
Anyway,
Let's reel it in.
I'm camping north of the forest, right? 2:30 in the morning, I'm drinking coffee. And further north, you could see a mountain range on the horizon, right? Light pops up in the center of the horizon above the mountains, shoots to the far right of the horizon, shoots to the far left of the horizon, shoots back to the center of the horizon, and then shoots up into the sky and disappears at a 45-degree angle in
What if it was just a drone?
30 seconds. Drones don't fly like that.
They have race drones now.
Well, not like this. I have never seen anything like that in my life before. And I was just kind of astonished, and I was like,
Did anyone else see this?
Yes, there were about 12 other people with me.
Really?
Yep.
How many drinks had they had?
None. Everybody was drinking coffee.
Why?
Because we had to be up.
For days?
For a while.
For days.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you saw a UFO
Yes,
at
sir.
distance
Yes, sir.
under the influence of a stimulant
Yes.
being kept awake for days
It wasn't days.
for training.
It was like a day or two. We were camping.
A day or two.
Whatever. We were
You were
camping.
camping.
Yes, we were camping.
Here's a really simple question that's going to solve this. On this little camping trip that you were on, could you have left had you wanted to?
No.
And there it is. Well, I just solved your UFO story.
Bro, I'm telling you. It was a straight UFO. So you're going to tell me my Bigfoot experience wasn't real either.
No, I'm saying that when certain camps keep you up for days at a time, hop you up on stimulants and have you marching through woods, you bound to see some crazy shit.
I don't know. How did 12 other people see the same thing?
Well, those 12 other people were there against their will too, so I'm assuming they all had the same coffee. I don't think they all just... Was this 12 other random campers from different locations on the island doing touristy stuff? I don't think so. Were these 12 other gentlemen that you possibly might have lived with for a little while?
Yes.
And there's that.
I'm just saying. I've seen some weird shit. Seen some weird shit.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. I'm just saying there was a lot of natural and unnatural stimulants and endorphins dropping.
I'm just telling you what I saw. Just like my Bigfoot experience.
Let's not get crazy. You need to save that.
I'm gonna.
Okay. But again, how many alcoholic beverages had you had that day?
None many.
And the night before?
None many.
Because you'd been up for 2 days already.
I'm just saying, none many. This is legit, too legit to quit. This happened.
And again, I'm not saying what you saw wasn't true. I'm just saying that is quite the elevated state, no pun intended, that you were in.
You're saying that there are other explanations for this then?
No.
Have you ever seen a UFO?
Fuck. No.
That's because you're from Cali.
Well, yeah. We have this little thing called light pollution. Kind of stops it.
Right.
You ever heard of that? So, speaking of light pollution, you know that cloud that hangs over that they draw in cartoons over like LA and stuff all the time?
That's called smog.
Yeah. So I saw
Same
that
thing
cloud.
they have in Beijing.
I went back there for a wedding for one of my BFFs in the last like 5 years or so. I saw that cloud for the first time ever.
Yeah, it's kind of gross, isn't it?
I'd never seen it.
Was that from the fires?
Bro.
Or was that from pollution?
No.
I mean, I guess smoke from a fire is pollution.
It was not from the fires. This was over the entire city. I have flown in a shit ton of times since I left that state, and I had never seen this cloud.
So
and I was, bro.
It's crazy.
That was scary as fuck. That was the first time that I was like, holy shit, these cliche jokes about LA might be real.
They are real.
The whole like you might get shot, I'm like, wait a minute, what? I didn't know that. I thought it was a joke.
No, sir.
I was just perpetuating the cycle of jokeness when they were like, hanging out in the hood, you almost got shot. No, I didn't. At least I didn't think I did. No. Am I now the person who just believes that I didn't come close to this because it never happened?
You might be.
What the fuck, Joe Skelly?
Look.
Anyways, that cloud though.
Upside down.
But that cloud alleviates the idea of aliens.
It's just because you can't see it through the cloud.
Right.
So that doesn't mean they're not up there.
No, absolutely not.
They could be hovering in that cloud.
I'm not a lot of things. I'm not a camper. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not super cool, Joe Skelly. But I am a philosophical philosopher.
Oh, okay.
Therefore,
aren't all philosophers philosophical?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Therefore, I exist in the realm of whatever question you ask, instead of answering it, I must simply ask another question.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I don't believe it. I'm just saying, what about this?
Okay.
Right? So no, I never seen an alien.
Until
we're talking about ET aliens, right? Because I've seen some aliens, but
yeah, I'm talking about ET.
Like not with two legs.
Yeah, I'm talking about ET. Well, they have two legs too. Some of them.
All of them?
I don't know. You got lizard people. You got grays. I mean, allegedly there's 36 different species of aliens that interact with human beings.
Who gave us that number? Tom DeLonge again? He also did a music video based after like 98 Degrees and Backstreet Boys, so I'm just not inclined to take him seriously. I love him to death.
You're not buying into it?
No, he's great. I'm just saying.
What about all the whistleblowers that have come forward saying, full disclosure of aliens is coming soon? And that reverse engineered alien spacecraft are going to be used to attack major cities.
Hurry the fuck up, we can go to war with aliens and stop talking about other stupid shit.
Well, that's what they want. They're going to form a one world government,
brother,
so that we can fight the aliens. But again, here's my question: what are we going to? You had a beef. You had a beef with devil dogs fighting aliens in L.A. with ARs.
No. I love it.
My question is,
I'm going to go.
How are we going to fight real aliens with ARs? I'm all about it, but you said that's not real.
I mean, there were some scenes in that movie where they were shooting at the fucking jet fighter aliens with their 5.56 round, and I'm like, dog, I don't think that's doing much. You need like a fucking Jag or some shit, something big. What's that thing called? A real big one that shoots at fucking anti-aircraft? Javelin. Is it
Javelin's
javelin?
for tanks.
Yeah. What's the other one?
Stingers.
Yeah, I saw no stingers in that movie. All I saw that dudes, they landed, they were like, we're here to fight. And then as soon as they realized those guys had like jetpacks and everything else, they were like, we're here to evacuate you. It's time to go.
Jetpack, bitch.
Right. We're out of here. Oh, I'm just saying, man.
What about that movie District 9?
You don't fucking fight a bear with a spear.
Well, apparently to your Mennonite friends you can.
Well, Matthias is on a whole nother level. And he did have some tabs with his coffee when he was talking about that night, probably.
All right, fair enough.
So, wait a minute. What was the question?
What about the movie District 9?
Okay, that movie's fucking phenomenal. That is like one of the greatest alien movies of all time. It's believable. It's realistic.
So D. Antwoord comes to save the world? Is that what's going to happen?
Were they in that movie? They weren't in that movie.
Oh, they were in Chappie.
They were in Chappie, yeah.
They were in Chappie.
Yeah.
They were in Chappie.
They were supposed to save the world in Elysium, and Matt Damon did that movie.
Okay.
Because the guy came to him and was like, "Hey, you guys should do this movie." He's like, "No, I'm good." Ninja was like, "Fuck that movie. It's a garbage ass trash movie. We'll wait." And they waited for whatever movie, Chappie. Also another amazing movie. But let's stay on aliens here. So, first of all, again, it goes with the same MO that we're building here. Modus operandi of the alien is to pull the shit tier people. So all I'm saying is they land in the shittiest part of Africa, right? They've got nowhere to put them.
In District 9.
In District 9.
Because Atlantis isn't around.
Right. They make a bunch of refugee camps.
Okay.
Been done. And then they keep them all in there. And they got their city inside of a city. Boy, if that isn't a metaphor for a bunch of other countries. And
right.
Yeah, the metaphors and similarities here.
So you're saying, if I'm gathering everything you've said so far, this is all the fault that because Atlantis is not here, we have all these subsequent things happening.
Nah, I don't know.
You get frozen temples underneath the ice, aliens versus predators. You get
I think we're just in the loop.
And we're just in the know.
Look at Daddy Elon.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. We've had dudes like that before. Tesla, same thing. Doing science that nobody wanted to deal with, nobody liked, warning people. Here's Daddy Elon doing it all over again. And what did they do to Tesla?
What did they do to Tesla?
They fucking ran him out and made him look like a psycho.
Right.
You know why it's not happening this time?
Why?
Because of the cell phone. The cell phone, although being one of the worst tools that ever could have been given to a human, is also one of the most saving grace tools that ever could have been given to a human.
Okay.
Because of evidence. Now, that's not to go back and support Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm not trying to whip my phone out while I'm getting my ass beat. By ETs and shit. I mean, I get it, man. Like, there's a possibility to do that. And like, it's the same thing with like, I get what he's saying, because look at people who are in car crashes. Look at the people who whip out their cell phones, that their mind defaults to doing this during trauma because they're in shock, right? So they have nothing to do. And I get what he's saying, like, yeah, it should have happened by now. Somebody should have caught it on video, blah, 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 whatever. But I don't know, man. It's weird.
So what about the people who are kidnapped by aliens, but it's their own fault because they approached the landed spacecraft? Like if an alien spacecraft
but I never heard
landed
that. Have you ever heard that
house,
story?
Yeah.
Really?
There are a couple of stories like that.
Really?
Here's my thing. If an alien spacecraft landed behind your house in the field,
yeah,
would you approach that thing?
I would throw a Molotov at it.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Fuck with it.
Look, I've seen the movie.
Land a spacecraft in my fucking hood.
I've seen signs.
I will fucking throw a Molotov at you.
I've seen the movie signs. I ain't messing with
and that ain't no shout out to Ukraine.
Nah.
Nothing like that.
No.
I happen to love my entire life a good old fashioned jar of fuel.
Okay.
You're going away.
I mean, look, we've seen War of the Worlds. We've seen signs.
I've seen exactly what happens when you chill and look at the fucking saucer. Either you're going to come out and blicky you, or you need to start running. There is no fucking way I'm going out there to shake hands. I'll let you go out, Joe Skelly, because you're my homie. I'll stand there and watch.
I am not shaking hands.
With the Molly, I'll stand there and watch with the Molly, both kinds.
I am not going to shake hands.
Because if the first one doesn't work, we'll try to feed him some Molly, okay?
Okay, what about those kids that were fucking with E.T.?
Those were young, dumb fucking kids.
Would you fuck with E.T. if you were a kid?
I want to say
with his
no.
glowy finger?
I want to say no. But you know what that is when that happens.
What is that?
Pure fucking curiosity. That's what happens. Could you look away?
I would not be fucking with E.T. with his big giant head and his pot belly. Dude, they tried to make his ass look cute. What if he had like a predator mouth and came out and ate their faces off?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't get close enough to anything like that. I'll admire them from a distance, as I do all big things. What if they have some kind of
space germs that just eat your body away?
Like in fucking District 9.
Right.
You got that black oil on him.
Right.
Before you know it, he's growing a claw.
Right.
I'm good on that.
Changing your DNA.
I'm good.
I'm out.
I don't fuck with that.
I'm done,
I'll be there
son.
with the Molly.
So this is
that's it.
This is Atlantis' fault.
Could be.
Maybe the Atlanteans
was there one before Atlantis though?
Maybe the Atlanteans were aliens. Maybe the city didn't collapse. Maybe they just
Maybe
laughed.
These are all just stories somebody made up, like a Biggest Piggus. That's the real fucking question here. Anybody ask themselves that? Legend and lore, my guy.
Legend and lore.
History's rewritten every single fucking day.
This is true.
History is rewritten by man every single day.
This is true.
Maybe we just been here slumming it so long that we had to write something more interesting than the last story.
Because their lives are so boring.
Imagine how bored you must have been to lie about the Bible. I'm just saying.
Nobody's saying
I'm not saying I believe that the Bible's a lie. I'm saying imagine if it is a lie, as some people would tell or say or argue. Imagine being so bored you wrote like a 900 fucking page book. But back then, you didn't have much to do. So...
You had lots to do.
I don't think so.
You had farming. You had to go to work.
Not if you were a fucking... but like, you know how in the movie when it's like that era, and then the guy ends up having a son, and the son like reads books, and the dad's like, man, why the fuck can't you be more manly? You're a fucking piece of shit. And the kid's just sitting there reading, and he's like, yeah, Dad, sure. I'm just smarter than you. I'll keep reading. Right? And the whole movie premise for this movie is eventually the farm needs to like come underway, and the super smart genius kid comes up and solves the problem for the Neanderthal dad who doesn't know how to do anything but milk a cow.
Okay.
That's all I'm fucking saying. That's what I imagine those people did back then. He's got nothing better to do than fucking sit there and read books.
But those books predate each other. There's books on books on books on books from the beginning.
What do you mean?
Go back to Mesopotamia. They were writing books, and then those books turned into other books, and those books turned into other books. Everybody has their own story. So again,
now we're back to history being rewritten.
But or added to. I mean, these things...
changed.
Things changed. The alien story hasn't changed.
Oh, but it has.
Okay, in what way?
Well, we've now changed it to we've never seen aliens to we've got 37 species of aliens. So our history has been rewritten while you are here, Joe Skelly, on this fucking earth to witness it. In 40 years, there will be some little mini Joe Skelly running around that is, shout out to the Joe Skelly Jr. Boy's been pulling ass, right? So he makes you a third generation Joe Skelly. Okay. Then that generation Joe Skelly grows up believing again that there's no aliens. Or let's just go the other direction, and he believes there are aliens and starts telling you, he says, Joe Skelly, Grandpa, I know that there were aliens when you were around and you guys all followed them, but now you don't. Blah, 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 and has some elaborate fucking story that he genuinely believes because somebody put it in a history book that you had a great war against the aliens and defeated them. Now there's new history in your fucking lifetime. Think about the history that gets changed in front of our faces just from the time that our grandparents were on this earth. This battle was fought for this reason. 20 years later, find out that reason wasn't real at all. Did we find any WMDs? Anybody? No? So we're laughing about it because it's in our time, but in another 100 years, that fucking entire history book has been written on its own. Bush was the greatest president in the world. He went to look for terrorists. We got him. The Navy SEALs were on boots on the ground when Osama got booty clapped. Sure they were. Posted up outside on guard. Fucking Navy SEALs always taking credit. Always taking credit. Write another fucking movie.
Dude,
we should tread back. Let's reel it in.
Those dudes like to write books.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Shout out to Rugged, because he has been a huge influence of getting in my DM and being like, listen, he's like, little homie, that history's not correct. Stop believing that shit. I'm like, oh, okay, my guy. I'm not going to argue with you because I know you know what's up. So I'm just saying history's being rewritten 10 times over in front of our eyes.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
It still doesn't answer the question. It's
scary.
It still doesn't answer my question.
Because we might have blown up Atlantis ourselves. Americans are known for it. Let's go in there. Let's fuck shit up. Let's blow it up. And then drown it.
America didn't even exist.
How do we know? I wasn't here.
America's only 200 years old, 240 years old, something like that. And Atlantis existed over 1,000 years ago.
So they told us.
All right.
Maybe those fireworks on the 4th of July weren't fireworks at all. Maybe they was UFOs because they dropped us here.
Oh, God. Here we go.
I'm just saying. As a philosopher, I need to look at all the angles.
All the angles.
And make sure. I'm just saying, honestly, and a lot of people out there have to agree, after the last couple years in what's been going on, how can anybody decide what to believe in?
That's hard. It's hard.
It's very hard.
Got to see it. You're one of those guys that got to see it to believe it.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I would, but I wouldn't.
I think you would believe it if you were walking down the street.
I'm one of those guys that is like, you know, they're like, oh, there's smoke coming from that building. Oh, well, it's not on, and they're like, it's on fire. And it's like, well, maybe he's got a fireplace. Then, yeah, when I see the building burning off the side of the building, I'm like, no, yeah, that's not a fireplace. That's a fucked up fireplace.
So are you at risk of being kidnapped from aliens?
Fuck no. Fuck no. Because they know I want no credit of that.
You want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, they'd kidnap me. I'd come home. I wouldn't say a fucking thing. I go back on my day. I'm not telling nobody about that shit.
Why? Because people wouldn't believe you? Or you just don't want to give them credit?
Both. Fuck you. You got the drop on me, alien. E.T. my ass. I'll light your house on fire, motherfucker. That's why they're not taking me.
Because they know you got Molotovs?
This guy's just going to spit on us when he get him up there. That's the problem. And let's be very honest. It ain't about like tough guy shit. It's like, bro, if that's all I got and I'm strapped down, I'm spitting some shit.
There you go.
You strap me down to a fucking steel table and try to probe me, I'm spitting everywhere. I'm going to pee on myself. I just peed on your floor. You're going to have to clean that shit up later when I leave. I don't give a fuck. I'll bite your alien glowing finger ass.
They're like, never bring this guy back. Never.
Right.
Never bring this guy back.
Ooh, rewriting history.
30,
97 seconds of history.